Visually accuracy was in both films was pretty much on point. Both covered clothing and background and how the land might have looked, and both showed some symbolism uh, in both films. The clothing worn in Anne of a Thousand Days was a little more accurate than the other Bolan film. The clothing worn in Anne of a Thousand Days gave more color, which expressed more authority during that period of time. It showed who had certain amount of class during that period of time, social class during that period of time. Um, for example, Anne wore a purple dress, and she was getting ready for the gathering, and it showed that she came from royalty. Purple was a color of royalty. Also, another example is when the bishop was wearing red. You see them in red. It showed a position of authority. And when Anne went to trial, all the jurors and the bishops up there all wore red, crimson red, which showed that they was in a position of authority to rule over that case, that trial. And color visually was very accurate in depicting how a social class would be viewed in both films during that time. Um, where the other Bolan film loses that it was during the trial where all the judges and juries had duller clothing, so it kind of lost the accuracy of what was really correct attire worn by jurors and bishops during that time. Both films also covered the background, the colors, the lush of the land, and how the council may look. And both films did a decent job of doing it, but I believe that um, the filmmakers of the Bolan, the other Bolan, was a little more correct, a little more accurate in their depiction of what might have been how you would have seen the inside of a castle during the 1500s. Whereas Anne of a Thousand Days was a little duller. It didn't really give detail. For example, a fireplace. Both films showed big, huge fireplaces throughout the castles. Whereas in the other Bullet film, it showed um, a lot of Spanish influence on the mantles. Um, Even on the King Cup during the gathering. Whereas the filmmakers of Anne of a Thousand Days really didn't give no detail on their cups or give or focus in on inscriptions on the mantles of all the fireplaces. Um, and both films showed a lot of symbolism uh, through flags and banners. They was accurate about that time. It was Spanish influence again. Red and gold flags, flags with lions and with crowns wearing during that period of time, which would have been something that would have been depicted or used and shown and raised during that period of time, where you can see where what type of land you was on. You was on Spanish land. We did waving Spanish flags. So visually, it gave a good account, both films, on the visual accuracy during that time period.